Air pollution during fertility treatments and its effect on live birth. And this was published in 9th of July 2024. Now, exposure to higher levels of particle matter in weeks or months leading to oocyte retrieval is linked to lower live birth rates among fertility patients. Now, the exposure to higher particle matter in the weeks and months leading to oocyte retrieval is also linked to lower live birth rate among fertility patients. A team from Perth carried out a retrospective cohort study over a period of 8 years from 2013 to 2021 in which they analyzed pollution levels where women were exposed in weeks or months leading to oocyte retrieval and then frozen embryo transfer. The authors said that this is the first study that used frozen embryo transfer cycles to separately analyze the effect of pollutants exposure during development of eggs around the time of embryo creation and early pregnancy. That's something that is different. Now, pregnancy and live birth rates for around 1,836 patients who underwent 3656 frozen embryo transfers were compared to a data held by daily air pollution concentration in theatres and 2 weeks before women had oocyte retrieval and frozen embryo transfer. Now, researchers discovered that women who were exposed to a higher quartile of particle matter 2 weeks before oocyte retrieval experienced 38% lower birth rates than those who were exposed to a lower particle matter in the same period. A lower birth rate was also observed in patients who were exposed to higher particle matter in the 3 months before oocyte retrieval, that's before eggs were collected. But the levels of particle matter prior to embryo transfer did not affect the live birth rates. Now, pregnancy rates were not significantly affected by exposure to air pollution. These findings suggest that pollution negatively affects the quality of eggs, not just in the early stage of pregnancy, which is a distinction that has not been previously reported. Now, in a separate study presented at ESHRE conference showed that the levels of air pollution on the day of embryo transfer can reduce the chance of live birth. Researchers looked at the levels of 5 air pollutants and found that higher levels of carbon monoxide were associated with higher risk of miscarriage and lower birth rates of people undergoing IVF with frozen embryos. And if you have a look at these studies, we understand that while bad air quality has an impact on lungs, it also seems to have an impact on oocytes. And we still don't know how much of an impact it has on sperm. So again, that's something new that we are understanding and something new that we need to keep considering.